think there's a sense from the fan base that we're going to come in here and throw a shoe at you or somebody like President Bush did. But is there a level of frustration defensively? Just because it seems like it is, if it's not one thing, it's another from week to week, and it's the 9th week of the season, and we're still asking you, like, how's it going to turn around?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it is what it is right now. I mean, I think it's my sense of it right now is there's, I see capability. I see defense have played very well for us early in this season. I see no reason why this defense cannot play very well the back half of this season. I see some things starting to come together that give me a high sense of confidence that it's going to get done. I feel like we have the right people in the room to get it done. And again, when we have sprung leaks, when it hasn't been good, I know the emotions of being in a stadium or a fan watching it on TV, I get that's one thing, but when you take the emotions out of it and you go sit down and watch the tape, I watch it saying, like I left the Kansas game the other day, probably like a lot of people, disappointed how we played defensively, especially obviously in the first half. All right. I get on the plane, we're flying home, watching it, calmer head, all right, emotions kind of have run their course, and look at it saying, gosh, damn, we're close. We're so close, like we're agonizingly close. And again, the thing that the mistakes, the things that have hurt us, the times when people have moved it for the most part have been our errors. It's not just guys getting beat or guys not doing this or the capability not there. So you feel like it's very correctable. And I think then you add that with the anticipation of, listen, when you got 4 starters out, again, I don't care who you are, it's different. I mean, it just is. And with the anticipation of kind of building back up this roster, adding some key pieces, I can very clearly see this thing coming together. So that's where I sit on it. No doubt our expectations there are incredibly high, but I think we've got the group to reach it. I'll be very surprised if we don't. And I think we know especially the last 2 weeks, we haven't played up to our capability. You turn on the tape, and I think as a coach, you look at it and you say, all right, what's the cause of this? Why is this happening? And is it capability? Is it the guys out there? Is it things schematically? What's causing it? The biggest issue I see with us, and it's certainly not to take anything away from Kansas, but the majority of breakdowns that we're causing. We've had a couple of times, at TCU game, guy made a couple of phenomenal catches. We've had a few things like that over this stretch, but we've had way too many that we're serving it up on a silver platter, so to say, for offenses. And the flip side of that is when we do play well and we do our job, we show signs of being the really good defense that we feel like we can be, and we have shown, good chunks of this season. So, I think my confidence level is still very high. There's things obviously we have to correct with the guys that have been playing. We're going to have a chance to get, a batch of starters back here pretty quick, which I don't care where you're at, how much depth you have, anything like that. That makes a difference, and I think it'll be a good shot in the arm in addition to identifying these areas that need to get corrected, especially the mistakes that are leading to some of these points. I just think we're kind of on our journey, and I think in a lot of areas we have improved, and I believe we'll continue to improve. I think every journey is different. Every game is different. Every scenario is different. This has been a year of these crazy low possession games where again it evens the playing field. It just does. Now there are things we can do better to eliminate those, create more possessions, stay on the field longer offensively, get off the field quicker defensively. Absolutely. But I see, when I watch the tape, I still see improvements, and I still see things that get me really excited about what this team can be. I see them on all sides of the ball. We haven't quite put it together, but we're closer than you guys think, and we're probably a little bit closer than fan base, national perception, all that thing. So I know this. I've been around here long enough. You keep winning, then things tend to kind of work themselves out. And we've had 8 chances. We've done it 8 times. We got the longest winning streak in the country. Sky's not falling. Don't write us off just yet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My confidence in our defense has never wavered throughout the entire season. I know they have the ability to be better. I know they're battling some injuries right now, especially in the secondary, but that's no excuse. I do have the confidence in those guys that they'll be able to turn it around. So it's up to those boys. I don't really know what they do. I don't spend time with them, but they definitely have the ability. They just got to go out there and execute.
You guys as offensive guys, you mentioned only having 3 possessions in the first half. And a lot of that's because they were having trouble getting off the field. Is that frustrating to be there on the sideline and not get those opportunities?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It is frustrating because, they're out there. 7-8 minutes runs off the clock in the first quarter. And you're like, man, it doesn't help that we threw an interception. And so we're just waiting out there to get back out there to redeem ourselves. And so when they can't get off the field, it's frustrating. But at the same time, from a defensive perspective, when you've held, any team to 7 points or 10 points and we haven't put up any points, they're probably frustrated with the offense. So frustration is all around, man. There's nobody you can blame. That's why we're a team and that's why we support each other.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.